Hello, it's Augustus again, and I really want to reach out to you today to bring you to understand the difference between thinking habits of the rich and the poor. Now, we'll start with the poor or the broke. Now, we don't say poor broke to be a negative thing. The poor and broke is a mentality of not valuing time, not valuing your mind, and misusing money. That is just what the poor broke mentality is. And the poor broke mentality is a cycle. Now, every mentality we have, it is backed up by habits that we do. Now, our habits and our mind, they put us in a cycle to do the same thing over and over. That's what's called a habit. Now, the poor are in a habit of not valuing their time properly, not valuing their mind properly. You know, they either don't put their mind to work to actually produce what they want, or they put their mind to work producing what they actually don't want. Because your mind, whatever you put in your mind, it will control you. Now, that is what does that cause? What that cause is that you're constantly paying bills in the same cycle, you're constantly spending money on things you don't need in the same cycle, and you're constantly creating more situations that put you in the debt cycle. And you pay more tax because you're constantly working, going to work every day and relying on that income. That is a cycle. When you wake up, you go to work to earn money, you're working for money, you're stuck in a cycle. That cycle we call the poor broke. Now, when it comes to the rich mentality is a cycle as well. The rich mentality has nothing to do with what you're wearing, all the luxury. No, it has to do with a mentality of cycle. What the rich have been doing for the past centuries and years is that they have been placing themselves and their children in a rich mentality cycle. That cycle allows them to have beautiful things. That cycle allows them to enjoy life. What is that cycle they're in? They're in the cycle of, first of all, not working hard for money. They don't work for money. Their work is actually to make money work for them. How do they do that? Is that first of all, either at one time they had a job and they took at least 10 or 5% of their income and bought assets with it. Now, when they bought assets with that 5 to 10% of their income, they then waited until that asset started to grow, and every single time they got paid, they bought more assets again. So it's like they planted assets. Now, when they planted assets, what happened? Those assets, at some point in time, it can be 6 months later, it can be 1 year later, 2 years, it doesn't matter. Those assets always continue to produce for them income. When those assets produce income for them, they were then able to pay a lot of their bills, and they pay less taxes because from assets, certain assets you pay less taxes anyways. When you work, you pay more taxes. They know that. The government charges you more when you are working. So they work less, and most of their income now comes from assets. So they start from working, or they don't work. They build assets. As those assets continue to build, they don't need to work anymore. What they do is they focus on how are they going to grow more assets and how they're going to enjoy their life. Now, this is the difference. Now, for doing this for the amount of years, what happens is very simple for them. It becomes a habit. This habit continuously happens. So they are stuck in that habit. So, my name is Augustus. This is a Gold as Dust tip or Gold as Dust introduction. We do have our programs. You can contact us, and we will take you through an evaluation process before you're even eligible for our program. Now, our workshops and trainings, they are actually for very serious-minded people who want to make a difference in their financial life or in their personal life. The program is free. So if you are interested, you can definitely check out our website, www.kesgad.com, or you can send us an email at info@kesgad.com. Once again, my name is Augustus Franklin. This is K Expansion's program of Gold as Dust. Think rich, buy assets, stay rich. Thank you.